So I thought it'd be fun if I did a video giving my thoughts on things that I personally want to see coming out of Summer Games Fest, because Summer Games Fest is an event that I do enjoy watching every year whenever it comes out. And pretty much at this point, it is our replacement for E3 because E3 is no longer a thing anymore. So at least we have something like this to look forward to within the year, so we could see what kind of games are going to be announced, and of course getting more insight on games that are already announced. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today, is just giving my overall predictions of things that I personally want to see coming out of this. And keep in mind, before I get into my predictions, if I don't mention a certain game within this video, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't care about that said series. It's just nowadays there's only certain games that I really pay attention to, or games that I personally tried out myself that I'm interested in. So I'm mainly just going to be focusing on that. And also, before we jump into the overall predictions, which I'll be sure to leave a timestamp in the video so you guys can just jump to that right away, so you can skip over this if you want to. I do want to go over a couple things to know about the Summer Games Fest, because Jeff Keighley recently did a Q&A. I believe he did a Q&A on Twitch recently, a few days ago, and he was talking about the Summer Games Fest, pretty much going over things to expect out of the Summer Games Fest before we fully jump into it. So I wanted to share that information with you guys so you're fully aware of it as well, just like I am. So one of the things he mentioned is that there's no Kingdom Hearts 4, which I'm not really surprised there. No Wolf Among Us 2 game. Okay. Hype level is 8 out of 10 for this show for him. Alright, so I'm guessing he's saying that it's going to be a good enough show to, I would assume, make people happy in a way. I don't know. Has not decided what shoes to reveal yet. Okay, hopefully we find a good pair of shoes. The show is largely focused on announced stuff. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you want to get more information on games that are already announced. The show on Friday would be about 2 hours. Okay, that's typically how long the Summer Games Fest usually is. Not focus on games that are way off, like 2026 or 2027. Okay, that makes sense, because we don't really know anything, at least in the back of my head, that is announced around that time. And no big one more thing, which he's pretty much talking about, like you see towards the end of a Nintendo Direct. Okay, one more big thing before we end off the show, or just like how we saw last year with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth showing off when we saw the gameplay for that game, where it was like the last thing shown off. So we're not going to be getting anything out of this. So giving you guys my overall thoughts on like that little Q&A that he did with the things to expect there, and how we should keep our expectations and all that. I usually jump into these things off the bat just at this level where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep it here. I'm not going to get like too excited. But I mainly just want a couple things coming out of these events anyway. So if there's like maybe 2 or 3 things that interest me, I'll be happy. But I'm also hoping that we get some like new games shown off, because I feel like it would make sense, because this is Summer Games Fest. You obviously want to have your world premieres, which I'm sure we'll still get. So I'm hoping entirely this event is not focused on just announced things that we know of. I'm hoping we get those world premieres like we usually do. So that's hopefully something that we get out of this. But now jumping into like my overall predictions of things that I personally want to see come out of this show, we're going to be going over the partners that are actually in here. So starting off with Bandai Namco, anything like anime related that at least interests me would be cool. Maybe another fighting game involving a lot of Shonen Jump characters. I'd be down for that. Blumhouse Games, they did say that this is going to be them starting off like making a whole bunch of like other horror games, and I would absolutely love if they did a Jason game, because Jason Universe, if you guys remember the video I did not that long ago, the Jason Universe account is following Blumhouse Games. So I'm hoping that means that a Friday the 13th game is going to be announced here, because that would be pretty dope. Capcom, anything Mega Man would be nice, or anything when it comes to like Street Fighter would be pretty cool as well. So I'm down for that. Maybe a Marvel vs. Capcom game, something along the lines of that. I'd be down for it. We also have EA, so whatever they pull out of there, I'm looking forward to it, to seeing exactly what that is. Hopefully it's good. We also have PlayStation, which I'm honestly curious to see what's going to be showing off with that. I would assume, if I had to take a guess, maybe we'll see the rumored Lego Horizons game there, because I am interested in that game if it is a thing, so I'm hoping this is where it's revealed. And then of course we got Sega, so anything Sonic would be pretty dope, or anything else they have in mind. And then of course we have Ubisoft, which I've been telling you guys already when I made that What Happened to Raymond video. Hopefully something Raymond gets shown off here. That'd be pretty cool. Give some love to Raymond. I would personally love that. And then of course we have Warner Bros. Games here, which I'm not entirely sure what that could be. It could be something DC related, maybe Batman, maybe it's something related to multiverses. Maybe we'll see another character announced from multiverses like revealed here. I'm not entirely sure what else they could possibly do, but that's my prediction for that. And then we also have Xbox, so maybe that rumored Doom game might be shown here, unless they want to save that for the Xbox showcase. We're just gonna have to wait and see for that. And obviously there's other companies as well that's a part of this event, but I just mainly wanted to give my thoughts on like the companies that I'm interested in seeing games come out of, like when it comes to like certain announcements, if there is like announcements on those said games. I'm interested to see like what's going to be coming out of the ones that I talked about, and also any surprises that come out of this would be really cool as well. But overall, like, those are my predictions on what I want to see out of the Summer Games Fest. Like, I just wanted to keep it simple, sweet, just give a few thoughts on things that I personally want to see, because if I get like a Friday the 13th game, I'll be happy. If I get like anything good coming out of Capcom, I'd be a happy camper. And I just want something to look forward to later in the year. Like, yes, I know he said that this event's going to be focusing on games that are already announced, and we're going to be getting insight on a lot of games like that, but I'm still hoping that we get some sort of new game announcements coming out of that, because that would be pretty cool. I would assume it is, because it wouldn't make sense if it didn't. I mean, with all the shows that Jeff Keighley does, we always get those world premieres, so I would assume something like that would be getting shown off. So the ball's in your court now, so I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you guys want to see come out of Summer Games Fest? Do you guys have any predictions of your own that you want to share with me? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video that you saw today, be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And also, if you guys want to be notified whenever I upload a new video on the channel, be sure to click on that bell for notifications. And also be sure to check out my social media when it comes to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It is located in the description below. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's a daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.